Okay, it's recording. Hey guys, it's Winter Foxheart here. This is kind of like a first official Winter Foxheart video, I guess you could say. I know I'm just gonna get straight to the point. We'll discuss what I was thinking about later. Alright, here's why I'm making this video. So today, around 7:30, 8-ish, 8:15-ish, Hitman and I, my boyfriend, we were coming home from the Island Lake potluck picnic. Great picnic. I had an amazing time seeing all my friends and everything, and it was a good day, but what happened kind of just, it ruined any kind of good feeling I kind of had. And, you know, it's expected. So, I'm pretty sure all of you may have heard by now, especially if you live locally here in Howell, Michigan, which is right here, possibly. Could be a little bit further. I don't know. I have fur. My hands are covered in fur. But, it was on Grand River, over by the Great Escape, and there was a motorcycle accident. Now, this accident was, it's Great Escape and PetSmart. Not PetSmart. Pet Supplies Plus. This video is completely unedited, by the way, so please bear with me. So what happened was, this young kid, probably high schooler age, delivering Hungry Howie's pizza, clipped a motorcyclist. So now you're probably thinking, oh, it's just a clip, you know, that's nothing serious. Yeah, it was actually very serious. This guy, no helmet. The only clothes he had on was a cotton t-shirt, shorts, and then a pair of brown work boots. Now, I was told that he had a second passenger, kind of on the back of the motorcycle. I have no idea what happened to her. All I saw was the man. So, boyfriend and I were driving down. We see the accident. You know, we pull into the PetSmart. He goes in, meets his Hitman, meets his brother, and I choose to stay outside to just kind of watch, see what's going on. Now, a lot of us, I don't know where this fear came from, but a lot of people just, like, they don't want to get close for whatever reason. Either we were told as kids not to go near accidents, or maybe a police officer once said, hey, you know, back off, this is a accident scene, we don't want to blah 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 blah. I got ballsy and headed on down to the signs store. It's like a purple sign with like lightning in the background. I forget what it's called, but I stopped there at first, and I see the motorcycle, but I can't see anything else. So this lady in a very nice sundress came up to me and I asked her, I'm like, hey, do you know exactly what happened here? And she said there was a motorcycle accident. The guy wasn't in helmets. He wasn't wearing any road rash armor. There was a female. Guy seems pretty hurt. So I wait after she goes, checks on her kids. You know, she walks away. I kind of stay there for a second. On the scene, there was already one ambulance, one police officer. In comes fire rescue, and then a fire truck, and then another fire rescue, and then a canine unit. So I'm thinking, alright, this has got to be something serious. There's crowds gathering on either side of Grand River. So I walk up. I'm kind of on the right side of Grand River if you're coming out and turning right from PetSmart. So I go down there. The bike looked, I couldn't see any real marks on the bike. But then I saw the Hungry Howie's delivery truck. It had a massive dent in it, in the driver's side door. There was the young kid was there, and he was just laying there, like just leaning up like right into the dent, pale as a ghost, shaking. He couldn't even hold a cigarette. He couldn't form full sentences. And he was just staring out into space. The guy, on the other hand, has about 8 or 9 EMTs and like 2 or 3 police officers kind of surrounding him, trying to talk to him, you know, fix him up, get him everything. Well, the crowd kind of finally parts to go get the stretcher from the ambulance. This guy is on one of those backboards. I don't know if that's what they're officially called, but I know they pull them out when they think that there's a possibility that you have a broken neck or a broken spine or both. So there's 2 injuries right there, possible injuries: a broken neck, wasn't flipping the camera off, and a broken back. Bring the stretcher out. They try to get a blanket underneath him. When they try to move him, he just yells. I've never heard a man yell like that before. I mean, I've seen this in movies, I've seen this in TV shows. Nothing prepares you for what you're seeing. I almost broke down crying. I've never heard a man in that much pain before. So they get him on to the little cotton thing to lift him up. It takes them a good 5 to 10 minutes to get this guy on the stretcher. I mean, I'm pretty sure, at this point, I am sure his neck is broken. I am sure that he has fractured, like, multiple ribs, couple probably hurt his back real bad. They get him on the stretcher. His leg is covered in gauze. Now, I didn't see any blood. I mean, I guess I saw, like, a little bit seeping through, but it wasn't, like, a lot of blood. So there was also, I want to call it a field splint. But I know that's not the term. But he had his leg in a splint, I think, like kind of like a makeshift one that's like they use in the field. I think. So, broken leg. No helmet. No motorcycle armor. Now, law was kind of taken out of Michigan law a while ago. I want to say like 2006, 2007 possibly. I remember like being really like outraged about it myself. But that law was that bikers don't need to wear helmets. You know, now it's not required by law that you wear a helmet. Why? Vanity. Purely vanity. When that law got removed, motorcycle deaths, skyrocketed in Michigan. All because they didn't think that they could make their helmets look cool. Do you know how many teenagers I have seen in Howell alone with these awesome looking helmets just covered in stickers, and they have these little mohawk things, and they are really cool looking helmet. And not to mention the biker armor. They are making that shit as fashionable as possible to get people to buy it, because not only will it prevent you from getting road rash, it could save your life. Helmets, our brains, our heads, we're humans and anthros alike, we're not meant to take hard knocks to the head. We're not. Not even rocks, way, way, way back in the day, like primal times. We weren't meant to take knocks to the head, you know. Imagine a rock back in the day caused a split head. Imagine metal, fiberglass. That's what these cars are made out of nowadays. We're not evolved to withstand that shit. You get any really sort of slice to your head or knock, you run the risk of brain damage or death. Usually it's death. So, what's the big thing? What was the thing that I wanted to start? Well, I wanted to start a little campaign on Twitter where furries kind of make like these little videos that say, we want you to live, wear a helmet. And we all just upload that, like mass upload to Twitter, mass upload Harley Davidson, Honda, all the motorcycle chains. If you know of a Twitter for a motorcycle club, spam them! Spam them with that video. You know, I mean, this is ridiculous. We need to get that law back that says you need to wear a helmet. This is to protect your fucking life. Each time a motorcyclist goes onto a motorcycle, you know, for a Sunday drive without a helmet, they run the risk of never coming back home. Not to their kids, not to their wives, not to their grandkids, not to their nieces, their nephews, cousins. So, why don't we do that? Let's make a little 10-second videos of us pointing at the camera and say, we want you to live, wear a helmet, and tag it with the hashtag #FurSpurHelmets. And let's call our local statesmen, you know, and let's get that law back in order. Let's get that back onto Michigan. I want our streets to be safe again for bikers. For everyone. Because right now, they're not. Like I said, each time you go out on your bike without a helmet or armor, you run the risk of never coming home again. Think on that. Maybe I'll make another video, you know, favorite this video if you guys think I should make more. If I should do like daily blogs or something. I can just run all my thoughts and everything. Maybe I'll get an editing software, you know, make them fun and entertaining. But, so just do what I said. And I'll make one too. I want you to live. Wear a helmet. Alright. Peace out, floof butts. Remember, wear a helmet if you're biking. Even if you're just pedaling a bike, wear a helmet if you're going over 2-3 miles an hour.